Hi everyone. I am back here with another reading for the collective. I've got my dice and my selenite, and we're going to be using the past life deck from Doreen Virtue. So she's great. She came out with a lot of decks. She's not creating them anymore, so this is one of my favorite decks to work with, actually. All right, so as usual, I'm going to roll the dice, and 2. That's what came up. So what I do is I roll this magical dice. It gives me a number, and then I pull that many cards after I shuffle. So hope that all of you are having an awesome day. Now, past life readings can be really, really intense. So go ahead and feel free to pick up whatever you do feel resonates with you, and then just leave whatever you don't feel resonates with you, because that information could be for somebody else's journey. So we never want to stomp on anybody else's information just because something is not resonating with you. And if you are seeing it and you're feeling it's not exactly resonating with you, then it could be something that's way buried deep down inside and like could be coming to the surface. So after you watch this video, pay attention to your dreams. It's very important because it's a way that you access your Akashic records. It's a way that you access a lot of information that you can't access in the waking reality. All right. Okay, boom. This is a great card. So the first card I got is Galactic. So that shows me that the people that I'm talking to are starseeds. They're not from this planet. And so if you don't know what a starseed is a soul that originates in another part of the universe. And so it's not a person that has incarnated on Earth. Okay, so this is somebody that goes to different planets a lot of the times on different missions to kind of rescue the planet or bring healing, bring peace. There's so many star seeds on the planet and so many different types of star seeds that are out there, but I'm feeling a really very, very strong, Sirius. I'm feeling a very strong water area, just with the whole Sirius star constellation. Feeling water energy, and then I'm also feeling Pleiadian energy. I'm feeling Hydra also. Lyran, which is feline. There's a lot. There's a lot of different. Okay, so you could be somebody that what is going to resonate with every type of starseed because you've been every type of starseed. Like that's what I'm seeing is like you literally have been somebody that has had a soul in every other part of what we can conceive, and then beyond that. And so you come with galactic power. This is your past life, but this is also your present life. I do feel like, and you've had so many other higher vibrational. You come from another planet, like your DNA does, and so you have a higher frequency to you, a higher vibration. You have that light that I was talking about. That sometimes it can irritate people's demons. You have a specialness to you. You have a glow. You have ancestors. You have galactic warriors that are here for you and in this lifetime. Okay, so this is like saying that you are somebody that is very important. You're assigned a mission. You have a path with God. You have contract through the Most High Source to fulfill in this lifetime. So let's see if this next card. Oh, wow. Okay, so I got the Native American card. Now, because I'm seeing it in reverse, this is kind of what I'm seeing. All right, so because you've had so many lifetimes, you don't really have a place that you're like a Native American. So that's why I came in reverse. You're not a native of anything because you've been everywhere. See what I'm saying? So like a lot of people have, oh, they think, oh, okay, I have this first origination, point where I first started, but you actually have more than one lifetime that's happening right now. So you have more than so much going on that you don't have, like, you're not a native to this planet. This is just showing me that you're not, that basically you're not a native to Earth, okay? Um, all right, so I'm gonna roll the dice again. 5. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, finances. Money could be something in your life that at one point it could have meant something really great for you, or it's something that you're very much clinging on to. It could hold a lot of importance, or it could be something that you're learning to hold less importance. I do feel that for whoever's listening to this, there is something to do with finances in this lifetime that you need to know about, that you don't want to get tricked out of your blessing that's coming from God, because I do feel like all of your other lifetimes where you've done all this work, you're now coming into a space where financial blessings are going to be pouring into your life. But if you have people around you that are toxic or negative, or just vampire, like they just drain you of your finances, God's not going to give that blessing to you if they know that it's just going to go to somebody that's going to abuse it and misuse it. And so finances could be something in this life that you either are really great at, that you have a control issue over, or it could be something that you're learning to do, to have moderation with, to live simply. There's a lot of different ways that having financial things in the past could affect you, but I feel like in this lifetime you're meant to have good finances. So if you're not having good finances, then there's something going on, that you're being drained by something. Because I do feel like spirit is bringing you into financial abundance and financial, just an actual inheritance that you have that's spiritual, that's going to translate into material things, like of whatever you want. So um health. All right, so this is good because it's upright. So this shows me another good, like, this is your blessings that are coming in. You've got great finances. You're going to get a good financial, and for some of you, you may not ever be gamblers, and you may just do it one time. I'm telling you, like, there's people that are going to just randomly gamble. There's people that are going to randomly take chances they never would have taken with money, and it's going to end up getting them a lot more money because there's blessings that are ready to come into your life. And also, I feel like people, if you've been having health issues, you're going to go through a restorative process. I feel like this is another part of your good karma, your good dharma, of you being here and raising the frequency of the planet, completing your life mission as a starseed, who doesn't have, who's not a native of this world. Okay, so you don't have, so you're feeling like you don't have that, but right here is your home. So you've got these two things that are coming in. These are really good. All right, Celtic. Now, for some of you, this is going to be fairies. Like, you straight up are a fairy. You have fairy blood within you. Or you could be somebody. I mean, there's so many people that are like fae beings and fae creatures. You could have a lot of fairies around you, a lot of gnomes and other type of elemental spirits. I'm also getting that a lot of you came down and landed in the Celtic area in Celtic times. A lot of you, a lot landed in that area. And so, like, what I see is that back then there was a whole bunch of trees. So, if you have a connection to trees, also, I'm feeling like some of you have had lives on Earth where you've been in battles, but that's not what you're choosing for this time. You're choosing to do a different type of battle and to go kind of against, you know, not against religion, but you're going against the normal, what would be what society would want you to conform to, basically. So I definitely feel Celtic, very strong Celtic druid uh, feeling, and a magical, this card always makes me feel really magical. And so if you feel connected in any way, or you like things that are Celtic, then this is absolutely for you, this card, because this means you definitely had a lifetime there. And you could have even had more than one lifetime there. You could have been being a fairy and one of the fate people that interacted, or you could have been like a druid, or you could have been, I mean, there's so many different situations that I'm seeing that people will really connect with this. Also, medicine man and medicine woman, this is who you actually are. Like I was kind of saying, the druid thing, but you're not from this planet. So, like, you're extra star seeds, starlight magical, but you came here to be a medicine man or a medicine woman. This is what you are. This is what you do. This is what you're called to do. And it can be in so many different ways that you heal the earth. I mean, it's not something like you have to do it for a profession, but this is what you have been doing forever. Okay? And you have a great tie to Celtic. You've got a real, and to healing, you know? This is the gift of healing and the power of healing, the connection to Hermes. I also feel like a lot of people in your family you've had lives with here. The people in your family right now. Whether you're, like, if you're married or if you live with your parents or whatever. Hopefully kids aren't watching. I think this is for adults, but phobias. This is something that's carried over from another lifetime. So if you have an irrational fear of something, it's definitely coming from a lifetime that is still fresh in your soul's memory, where you could have, like, if a lot of people are afraid of snakes, and phobias will show up in your dream. You could be afraid of being in this position. You could be have a fear of being a medicine man or a woman because, perhaps in the past when you did, religion persecuted you. Like, that's one story I see being played out. But phobias can affect you in many different ways. If you have a fear of spiders, you could have been bitten. If you have any type of fear of water or just bad feelings, phobias can drive your life in a very negative way. And so if you can become aware that, okay, like, I'm like, so I had a phobia, I had a dream when I was in Hawaii, and it was like I was in Atlantis in the dream, and the waters were all coming in, we were all gonna die. And I was so scared, but I knew that it was just a phobia from another lifetime. And that's what I had been seeing. And so if you can become aware of your phobias, then the more aware you can be, the more you can detach from that and heal and be the healer that you are, because the phobia is going to keep you back. Boom. This is you. the high priest or the high priestess. That's what you're meant to do. And I like I was saying, wow, the wind is just being wild outside. There, this is somebody in that you know, and this is also you in another life. You may be a intergalactic high priestess. I see that. I see that in this lifetime you could be a high priestess. I see that you could make money using your gifts. You have lots of gifts. And you have this very strong protection that's coming from the Celtic background. Then you've got this healing ability. And I think, there could be some fears with being a high priestess, fear of being in your power, fear of coming into that power and actually being your true self, because a lot of us hide behind our fears and don't actually accomplish what we want in life because we're just too afraid to move forward, or we're afraid of rejection. But this right here is showing you that you have the power to be who you want to be. You have the power to succeed. And no matter what, like, you have this good luck and good fortune and good health that's coming in. Okay. So I just rolled again and I got 4 more because I want to look at this a little bit deeper. Okay. Unrequited love. Now, unrequited love is when you love somebody but they don't love you back. This could be something that you're experiencing now with somebody that is no longer in your life. Like, I'm feeling like this type of energy, honestly. Somebody that's very combative, but it's about this unrequited love. So if somebody acts really weird to you, a sign, basically, like, them rejecting you is a reaction that they're having to the love that they feel they're not getting from you, if that makes any sense. So this is a really important card because it's something that needs to be resolved in this life. But when you resolve it, you have to resolve it with you and God, because that's where the core of it's coming from, is love that's not being reciprocated back from the divine source. That's what, your own self, basically. And so that's how you fix this. But I do feel that there could be somebody in your life that you had right now, that you had another lifetime with, that you had an issue because you loved them. They was a dark high priestess, and you didn't love them. You loved somebody else, but they loved you. Okay. I'm seeing that for some of you. And if that resonates, like, you'll know it in your mind right now, it'll just show up who they are. Like, and you'll be like, oh, boom, lessons and blessings. So blessings are in, the blessing is the lesson, and the lesson is but the thing is like, when you're going through it, it just seems like a lesson, but there's always a blessing. So even with this situation, okay, this situation of you not being loved back, or being in a situation where you're caused somebody else to not, reciprocate that love, however which way it fits, it's taught you lessons and blessing, and that's what you're bringing into this life. Okay. Monk or nun? For some of you, I do feel like there was a religious lifetime that happened here. I mean, this is just showing you that throughout your different lifetimes, you've been somebody that's been a healer. You're somebody that's been very devout and very religious, like a monk or a nun. There could be maybe a vow or something that needs to be cleaned up with that, but like I'm just seeing all the good works that you did in the other lifetimes. Um, and the being the high priestess, priest or priestess. These are all very and the medicine man and medicine woman. They're very powerful cards. So, ooh, wars and battles. Okay, so for many of you, this could literally be like this situation here. But for some of you, there was magical battles going on. Magical battles that you're actually going through today, like this time, with the same people, same witches, same people. I feel like that for some of you, you could have been living a very peaceful life as a monk or a nun, and then war came into your life and caused you to have to break away from your faith. Caused it tried you. Um, I do feel like that that being a medicine man and a medicine woman uh, causes basically these lessons and blessings to come in. Once you do something like being a medicine man, medicine woman, high priestess, you start helping a lot of people for money, with their health, right? With their fears. You start helping a lot of people. You start making a big, big difference. And yeah, wars and battles, definitely something that you've gone through. The arts. Now this one was upside down. I feel like somebody wanted to do the arts, but they failed another life. And in this life, they want to do the arts again, but they're afraid to. Somebody's afraid to. And I feel like at the time when you were doing the arts weren't like able to be valued at the time. So I feel like this lifetime, I feel like things are going to be different. Greco-Roman. For those of you that resonate with this card, I'm definitely feeling ancient Greece, Rome, the cult of Mithra. I'm feeling people that were in the cult of Mithra. And I'm feeling like a lot of people that were actually connected to deities, or they were these deities. I feel like you could have a very strong pull to go to Greece. It could be very attractive to you. I feel like it could be very, very, very compatible for you to visit. I also feel like there's protection that comes from this place. You've got two landmarks here where, I mean, these are very different times, but they're like massively important to where you're at now. All right, and we're gonna pull one more. Knighthood. Okay. So you definitely are on the hero's journey. You're on the right path. You've been a knight before. You've been you're somebody that is always upholding honor. You really are somebody that works in the light. You do very good things, and you always try to do what's right. You're not easily tricked. Yeah, and you have something that's innocent about you. I do feel like you love to rescue people. You love to just come in and here I am. I'm here for you. And I feel like that's great, but also the knight, you see that he's protecting himself. So you don't want to overgive. Knighthood is a very, very good sign in this life because it means that you're going to overcome whatever victory, whatever battle that you're going through, whatever it is that you're your lesson is, basically, like the lessons and the blessings, right? Because you get to choose. And the only thing that I was really seeing, I was seeing the phobias, you got some fears because you've been through some battles and stuff like that. And then the unrequited love. This is the thing that needs to be resolved in this lifetime. I feel like out of the whole reading about this past life and you being a starseed and having galactic family and all this help and stuff like that, I feel like these two cards, well, maybe these three actually. So we want to resolve the phobias that are coming from the other lifetime. And we want to resolve the issue with art, basically. With the arts, being in the arts. Some of you have been like performers, and some of you were just executed because you sang songs that pissed the person off at the time. Like, so I'm seeing a lot of different types of traumas that have happened with the arts, not only just like somebody not being successful at the arts or not being right for the time or whatever. I feel like this is something that can be worked out in this lifetime. Um, but you may be called to like traditional path where you're doing this type of work because you've done that before. And then, yes, again, the unrequited love. So, whoever it is in your lifetime, like whatever drama you're going through right now that has to do with either bullying or whatever it is, for this is the core reason. It's because of another lifetime where the love was not reciprocated back and there were some nasty issues between you and that person. So, okay, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed your past life reading, and I will see you in the next one.